Let's try again with the right intro. I don't know. One day I'll get it right. That's better. Right, I'm just going to mute them in the background. Players, as always, are taking a while to get in, but welcome once again to, let's see, yep, Stream Deck's working now. That helps when the buttons aren't playing. Welcome once again to Rise of the Runelords. Runelords? Whatever it's called. What is it called, actually? I've forgotten. What is it actually called? Here we go. Rise of the Runelords. I was right. Yeah, there we go. Well, they're still in the Halls of Lust when we join them, so we'll see what happens next. Telling stories again. We're still waiting on Bert. Evening. Is anybody out there? Either they can't hear me or they're just ignoring me. I'm not sure which. Hello? I can hear Elspeth just telling stories and moaning. You're just ignoring me. That's fair enough. Well, I don't want to turn on like certain sound effects when people are telling private stories that don't necessarily want to be shared with the whole world. So anyway, I seem to recall that last time you had freed someone.
Yes, and I was calling Irina back because she has some of those bottles of that great Thessalonian wine. And he seems kind of really messed up, so, and because he only speaks Thessalonian, maybe he'd appreciate something that brings back better times.
If he only speaks Thessalonian, he's been in there for a very long time.
Yeah, and he seems and so do I, which is how I got him to calm down enough to where he isn't all freaked out.
Does he need immediate medical attention if I got time to put my pants on?
Some kind of, well, actually, physically he seems all right, but mentally, In fact, that was the thing after Irina brings me the wine. I was going to say,
Yes, I
could you go
forgot.
send Dondrad
Conrad
over
was
here
compelled to
because
take all
this
his
guy's
clothes
like
off, and he found his saving throws.
slid into madness, and I have nothing that can help him. And unless you do, Dondrad's our best hope of trying to bring him back enough to. Because, man, he's Thessalonian. He probably has information we could use, but he ain't going to relay it like this.
Well, before anything else happens, Stunty needs to put his bloody keks on.
Well,
Well, yeah, that's why I was sending Irina.
Well,
I've kind of got my cakes on.
But
I'll give
first
him some wine.
I want the wine, and I'll sit here and help the guy with the wine, and you can go and snag Dondrad over, or call Dondrad over or something, you know.
I'm just
At this point, he's curled up on the ground and he's just rocking backwards and forwards, muttering to himself.
Can I give him a blanket, some food, and some wine, and some soothing words in Thessalonian?
In fact, do you know what would help me put my pants on even quicker? Could you untie me? Because that would be kind of helpful.
Snooks will flick out a claw like they do in the cartoons. Flicks out a single claw and cuts the ropes.
Okie dokie.
Guy over there needs a bit of healing. I think if you've got something that might heal the mind, follow me when you get your pants on.
Doswell told us last week what kind of heal it would take to bring him back from the madness, but I can't for the life of me remember.
What is it?
Greater healing to fix a permanent injury.
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, I've got a potion for that.
Oh, hang on. We'll keep the potion. Let me think about it.
All right, think away.
So that's just healing, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not greater healing. Greater healing would cost 13 power points. This costs 18 power points to heal him.
What is it though?
Crippling injury. Madness apparently is a crippling injury.
Ah.
Yeah, the crippling injury modifier lets you fix crippling injuries. The greater healing modifier lets you do them outside.
Okay, I've had a think. Yeah, give him a potion if it does greater healing. Give him a potion because we've only just got into the front half of this room and it's been a hell of a battle, and we don't know what's behind the kind of. This room continues around, and I don't want to blow 15 power points right now.
GM just told me greater healing would do nothing.
Nice.
He
seems to be muttering, and as far as you can tell, all he seems to be saying is, for as long as he can remember, where was it? Basically, he was visited countless times. He's lost count of the amount of times that it's all babbling, but putting it all together, it sounds like he seems to have lost count of the times he was visited by the women who basically drained him till he thought he would die, yet he seemed unable to do so.
So effectively, he's been screwed for centuries, is what you're trying to say.
He's been energy drained.
Millennia. And does the wine and does he accept the food and the wine and
the blanket?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, but as I say, he's just still babbling incoherently.
Right, here's a catch. Yes, I could heal him of his injuries, but this is going to take an hour.
You don't have to necessarily do it now, obviously. But
it's going to take an hour to prep him. It's not like a quick put a bandage on, you know. This is a sit down and work out the tumours and all that kind of stuff.
He's been a sex slave for a few thousand years. I don't expect a band-aid's going to do anything.
A couple of leeches, you'll be fine. Be totally right.
Maybe I can see both sides. Dondrad doesn't want to drain his energy before we confront those, because we know a couple of them are still here somewhere.
All right.
And I understand that. And nothing
Another thing is
is going to be helpful, but perhaps if he can see that we disposed of his nemesis, that will help him as well.
It's going to take him an hour to do it. It's going to drain more points. But I think the hour that we're sitting here, we're going to get ambushed because it's a lot of empty space. There really is. You know what I mean?
Now,
Well,
They're not going to like the fact that we freed their concubine.
why don't we have a couple of people like Jelsa and who can speak to him and someone else stand with him and look after him while the rest of us go and clear the rest of the room?
well,
And
call me Dan.
Rannick has, I've got the mind link cuff on Rannick, so if you do need me, you can call for me.
That's true.
Look, call me daft, but only place we're likely to be going is inside a tent, says Rannick, pointing at the tent that he's standing next to.
I should point out, although the map shows you can see inside, there is a curtain door flap. Thank you. I can think of the right word.
I have a feeling that whoever's in there can hear us, and if we go in there, anyone outside will be able to hear us as well, because it's a tent. Who's in there?
Okay.
And we know that you're in such a hurry to confront those lovely ladies again, aren't you, Rannick?
Oh.
Not really. But if it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
It's not what you think. It's really not what you think.
Yeah, I think we should get into the tent and clear it out. Cause
the second Arena steps in, the awaiting giants move quickly.
Bugger.
They all seem to be converging. Well, yeah, they all appear to be converging. Oh, like I said, that move. They all appear to be converging upon Arena as she stepped into the tent.
Well then.
I think some of them are going first.
I'm going to make sure this guy is here.
I can't do that yet because I'm not in the combat tracker. Ignore that, please, because I forgot about combat sequence. I'm an idiot.
Mistress, people entering tent. Rannick, you're up.
Right. I'll put it there. Does that still get Arena? It does, doesn't it?
It does.
Typical. I go in there and I pull the 3 of diamonds. What the hell?
You can spend a penny to get a better card.
I could. You're right, but maybe. Let's see what happens.
That gets the 3 closest to the door and misses Arena. You 3, bloody well hold still. And I will entangle them.
I'm going to argue only gets 2 of them. In fact, it only gets 1 of them.
Does it?
Yeah, so that position only gets that one.
So the squares aren't relevant, only the circles are.
It's fair. It's an easier way to do it because obviously that, because people aren't squares, are they? I know people aren't circles, but a circle's probably is my interpretation of a fairer way to do area of affecting, as it were.
Okay.
I'll just spend the PowerPoint to
selective.
To be selective in that case.
So just to be sure here, you are taking an offensive action on things that just move to block Arena and shout "Mistress, people entering tent." I'm just clarifying.
No, I'm entangling them, which is not necessarily offensive. In fact, it's a pacifist would do that on the grounds that I'm doing nothing damaging.
But you are preventing them from performing their duties. Not to worry.
You're the one that made them red instead of amber.
Yeah, not necessarily offensive.
Fancy Grandad makes everyone red when you add them to the combat tracker. Maybe I just forgot to change them.
Maybe you did.
Yeah, but is this Rannick not offensive or normal people not offensive?
This is Rannick not offensive. So I'm binding those 3, but not Arena.
Okay.
And then I'm going to walk through them. Right, where's this bloody mistress? I hope she's got some kicks on. Come here! And please have your lads not try to kill us. We've had enough of that. And that is what I was going to do. I wanted to be able to walk past them without them blocking me, so I wasn't going to entangle them, which I've done.
Okay.
That sounds to me like get your trousers on, John Nicked.
Possibly.
Ooh, nice. Oh, of course, yes. You did something that upset them, didn't you? That was why that's why we're in this situation. I couldn't remember. One of the
Oh, well,
giants.
he didn't get a raise at least.
One of the giants snaps some of the bindings. Chelsea, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my run dice now, but then I'm gonna take an action and then run. So, but I wanted to get it, so it shows that I used the run. And I can't do much to make sure they don't come out here and kill him if I'm not here guarding him. So I'm just gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna cast protection on him and myself. Where the hell is it?
Just realised the description wasn't description-y. So there you go.
Okay, that puts protection, 2 points of protection on him and 2 on me. How do I do that?
Well, she might have some underwear on at least. It's smouldering braziers, not smouldering braziers.
Very funny.
Numerous thick rugs, cushions, and tasseled pillows cover the floor of this decadent chamber. Strange exotic scents are in the air, likely coming from several smouldering braziers and censers balanced on elegant silver stands in the corner of the room. Well, there we go. So you need to target... Jelsa needs to target herself, target him.
I already dropped it on me. I was just going to scroll through and drop it on.
And you didn't get the raise, so that's just armor +2. There we go.
Yep, you got it on him.
Yep. Okie dokie.
And
yep.
then my run was
11.
How do I get a D? Oh wait, okay. My run was an 11, so I can move 11 now.
Oscar, you got a D10 for your run. I'm sure it's legit.
No, I didn't get a D10 on my run.
Your run die was a D10.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, your run die's a D10 for some reason. I'm not sure why. If you dropped it on there somewhere along the way.
Oh, mine's still a D6, so I was just doing that to check.
Fleet-footed should make it a D8, which is fine.
Yeah, my base should be a D6, so I'm gonna switch, see if I can fix that. Yeah, I got it fixed now. What the hell?
Okay, but that's fine, except it should be a D8 because you've got fleet-footed. So let's put it back to a D8. Not sure why it went up to a D10, but that's by the by. Okie dokie.
As far as I can. He's got wine, food, and a blanket, and I've done the best I can to protect him. So.
Giant suddenly stands and blocks your way, Rannick. Of course, it's a 10. You could have cut the walls. The map's actually designed so you can actually cut holes in the walls. But you're up.
All right, this fella.
Okay, this is interesting.
I've actually only got a fly of 18, not 24 like I thought, so I have to back up some.
No problemo. You back up some.
And I will go ahead and cut a hole through the tent right there with my claws.
I've noticed it, so I'm just curious now. That's the cathedral. Empty. So the Grand Cathedral. What? I'm not. I'm going to say, unless they say otherwise, and the fact that the map is designed so you can basically it's terrain rather than walls, so you can actually open them and go through them. I'm going to say there isn't any hardness. So let's just check if there is any hardness in this chapter. Ah, here we go. My word, what? I love that. So basically, this area has 8 descriptions for the whole map, yeah? Mm-hmm. And instead of putting it by the entrance, so because you see the pavilion or anything like that, it puts it in number 5.
That's weird.
That's just, to my mind, that should have been front and centre. Okay, so each of the pavilion walls takes a great deal of effort to push through or break down and is resistant to most physical and energy attacks. Hang on.
Magic tent.
Yeah, now I have to be honest, that doesn't make sense. Never seen that description before.
What you're really looking for is a number, aren't you?
Well, no, there's a hardness. There is a hardness, but I am going to take it literally as it says. So, yeah, although it is destroyable, it should be interesting. So, give it a go. It's obviously parry 2 to hit a wall. Oh, he yeah. Amber doesn't want to go near him, I'm afraid. Amber gets that close, and then there's basically something's very disturbing about it. Okay, so you get to roll your damage for attacking the tent. Okay, so you basically bash into the tent, and it's a puny tent. It should easily not withstand that, but it does. I apologise because obviously I said, according to the map you can do it, but having reread because it was hidden away 5 descriptions into the adventure, yeah, I'm afraid it does seem to completely resist your attack.
Huh?
Really?
I am surprised, truth be told. I mean, you beat the hardness, but it does. I've never seen hardness described with the wording used after it like that before. So I'm going to take it literally that it's inside the hardness brackets. That you have to use both, basically beat the hardness and do the other thing to get through. So I'm afraid, although what you think is a very good damaging attack on the tent, it doesn't seem afflicted at all.
The way that was, do you think they gave it hit points? Or they were thinking hit points?
Well, I mean, things did have hit points originally, but
yeah,
I must admit, I will have to go and look the D20 version of this up afterwards out of interest. There is a requirement.
Okay. That wasn't quite the result I was hoping for, but okay.
No. I must admit, I was a bit concerned for a moment when you did that because it was very sensible and very practical and really could have got interesting. And then obviously they decided that people would do that, so they decided to put that ruling in, I imagine. I'm talking about Peso here, not Pinnacle.
Right. Snooks is going to come up to here and start weaving back and forth around the What is that? That's the unnumbered enslaved stone giant.
Okay.
Using his athletics to distract.
Let's target him. Go for it. Make your athletics roll, Schnooks. Well, you shook him. You wanted to distract him, and he's shaken as well.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. No, I didn't see. It wasn't second wind. I saw shaken, but it isn't. It was second wind. But yeah, it's still shaken. Yeah, it is shaken. Yeah, that's what I read originally, and then reread it again and got myself confused. Don Judge, you're up.
This is. I had a fantastic plan. He never got through the tent. All right. I was going to give him an improved sweep when we got inside. That'd have been interesting. So
I'll be nice and assume you had time to dress.
Right. Yep. Yeah. I've got my pants on. Right. Okay. So who's coming up? Do you know what? It hasn't really kicked off, though, has it?
No. Nope. Actually, okay. In fairness, I take it back. The numbering threw me. There is the description of how to get inside the tent is actually in front of the tent. It's just because you've been all over the place. The numbering's strange. So this huge pavilion is made of silk sheets. You can tell I'm not really with it today. I apologise. This huge pavilion is made of silk sheets of various crimson colours: lavender, ochre, cobalt, blue, and purple. The sides ripple softly as if a breeze was gently caressing the fabric. The entire structure looks unabashedly glamorous and out of place, yet here and there are splashes of only what can be blood mar its beauty. So there you go. Gives you an idea what it looks like. Don Dread goes on hold. Technically, you can't move if you go on hold.
I know. Cancel the move. And then I'm going to go on hold because it hasn't actually kicked off yet. We'll see what happens.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to Benny that.
Okie dokie.
That's better. Now I'm a stone giant too. Only with the rays, of course.
That's interesting. You type in stone, and obviously, for obvious reasons, you get stone giant, and you also get Medusa.
Of course. What size is it? So I know how many PowerPoints, because I've not got the book with me tonight.
It is size 3.
Thank you.
Which actually means those stone giants are too big. Those stone giants being size 3 are only large. They're not huge. They shouldn't actually be bigger, but to make it look, I suspect, I made mistakes.
Imposing.
Go.
I will have put down my.
You're a female stone giant.
I would expect so. I would have put down my axe before transforming and pick it up afterwards so that I have it.
Okie dokie.
My rune chill hatchet, because it's the only thing that becomes big enough.
Okay.
Do you want to come off hold before I click Amber's over, Dondrad, or are you?
No, I was going to start the next round on hold.
Okie dokie then.
I don't know what happened there. That's fine.
I want to see if me suddenly turning into a female stone giant has in any way discombobulated them.
Okay. The stone giant here. You did it. Okay, yeah, I'm afraid, yeah, you did sort of attack her daughters, so she's a bit upset. What? Without you don't hear anything, but one of the stone giants standing in front of you, Radix, sort of nods and goes, "Right, you are, mistress," and swings his maul at you, hitting you.
Okay.
I guess that's the side of things.
Indeed. However, your ring of major protection causes the maul to basically stop 1 inch short of hitting you. Or the giant looks a bit confused. His mate decides to go, "Look, you do it like this." And he shakes you. as that second hit does connect slightly. I mean, obviously... obviously, it should have basically splattered you into the ground. They're both a bit taken back. Go, "Oh, you remember our folks being that tough?" Radix, you are unshaken. Oh, you remain shaken. Oh, hang on. No statues. That would be a 3.
So I'd still be shaken.
She'd still be shaken.
Well, let's not be shaken then, because that would be very unfortunate for me.
Okay.
And we will pick up Frenzy. Just normal level of Frenzy, though. And then I will go for the 2 that are not entangled, because they're the ones that are trying to hit me. Let me just target them. You and you. Fortunately, they're humanoid. No, that's how you do it. Now, stop hitting me, or I'm going to poke you again.
Strange is going on here. Oh, that might explain it. Yeah. So I was trying to work out what was going on there. It was all a bit freaky, but I think the lighting was going funny. Okay, so you hit a stone giant. Okay. He doesn't like that, but you're up.
Well, I don't expect it to do anything, but I'm going to breathe fire at the tent.
Okie dokie. Yeah, it's impressive. It's a huge gout of flame. It hits the tent, and you basically breathe full and secure in the knowledge that nothing could withstand such intense breath. And when you finish, the tent doesn't even smoulder.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, didn't expect it to do anything, but wasn't a whole lot I could do when I got around the corner here. So.
Don't get me wrong, it looked very impressive.
I definitely want to make clothes out of this, whatever it is.
Right? Okay, well, since Snooks is here, we are going to do the same kind of thing to Stone Giant 2.
Okie dokie. Let's clear targets and target Stone Giant 2. There we go. Go for it.
Think you got him, Snooks? That'll confuse the bugger.
Distracted or vulnerable?
Distracted.
He's already both anyway.
I know. Actually, Fancy Ground stacks them, so which it's not supposed to.
I also figured this was an easy way for Snookums to get some shakes in there, so it's actually part of the plan.
Yeah. So they are. I mean, he's remaining shaken because he fails. Donjad's requesting interrupt.
Yeah, because they're all going to go. I think what we'll do is we'll go to there.
Seems a very slow move for some reason.
We'll do a large burst template. Selective. Can I get this to go really bad?
For who?
I can.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to cast I'm going to blind them with a strong, selective, large burst template. Success.
I'm wondering if I should change the effects of blindness, and I'm trying to think if we could possibly work out all the things that logically would be affected by blindness rather than actually just making it trait -2, because it causes so many issues, blindness, because it affects things it shouldn't, doesn't it? Like vigor rolls.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about it. I mean, other than fighting and attacking and spellcasting isn't necessarily affected. That's the problem. Probably blindness. It's a bit too.
Everything physical, nothing mental is the short way of doing it.
But some spells would be affected by it and others wouldn't.
I know. It's probably the safest way to go. I'm just thinking about it. The safest way to go is probably make it fighting, shooting. Sorry, attack -2, spellcasting -2, faith -2 is probably. Well, do you know what I mean? And then you got performance. It's a real pain, blindness, when it comes to automation.
I'll have a think about it. I could probably come up with it to do it the same way as I did Liquid Courage, but Liquid Courage effect nerfs everything. You know, it nerfs all agility skills, but it leaves everything else okay. I'll do it like that. But I mean, it's going to affect agility, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
All agility skills.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just me thinking because the amount of times we have to sit there and actually I have to ignore it is almost worse. But I think it's one that's better automated, and then you have to manually turn it off, then because otherwise you forget about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Stone Giant number 4 shouldn't get a reroll. That's annoying. I should have just moved to number 5. I wasn't sure how it would work. So Stone Giant number 5. Is not shaken. Stone Giant number 4 failed his shaken roll, so I've put him back on being shaken. Okay, so he's blinded. He is going to swing his ball at Rannick again. Ooh. Does he? He doesn't critically fail. Rannick, you're up.
Right. Let's have some of that. Would you set that for 5 turns for me, please?
Well, that one doesn't work properly. It's got to be your shortcut.
It is. I don't know what's up with it. I've tried changing it. I've tried going in and modifying the link. It's just not happening. I don't know why. There's a miss in there. Right, I will re-roll then.
Are you frenzying, are you?
I am, yes.
Stabbity, 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 stab.
That is the way to go, yes.
I forgot to go to the Stone Giants. They're up. Stone giants turned on.
No, please, I don't want stone giants turned on. That's the last thing we need in this place.
For some reason,
I don't
it
think
did
you meant
both.
it that way.
I'm going to.
I don't care how we meant it. Last thing I want is stone giants being turned on.
No. It was basically because Fantasy Grounds decided to apply both those attacks to the same stone giant, so I've just moved this one of them to the other one. Because you re-rolled, didn't you? So it hit stone giant 4 twice. That's my mistake for not clearing it. Okay, well, that's stone giant. That's a stone giant down. And the other stone giant is bleeding out. That's 2 less stone giants.
Since speech is a free action, I'd like to turn to the other stone giants that are entangled and say, now, I don't think I have problems with you, it's with your mistress, whoever she is. Now, if she'll come out here and chat to us, I'm not going to have to poke any more of you buggers.
Right, you're up.
Bert is going to kind of go up high in the tent and
I was just
fly
thinking about
to
that.
here.
Yes, there we are. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure if at size 7 you can get in it. Do you know what I mean? Let's have a look. Size 7, you are up to 30 feet long, about weighing 250 tons. But you're a worm, aren't you? You're longer. I'm not sure. There isn't any description that I know of how tall this tent is. Let's have a look.
How tall is the room? Isn't the room like 50 feet or something like that?
So you mean? But that's not the tent. That's not the pavilion.
Right, but the tent. But can I fly over the tent? I didn't think I could. I thought the tent was all the way up.
No, I don't think it is. They're very good at not giving you descriptions in this adventure about useful stuff like that. It's very annoying in that regard.
So useless.
Pardon?
I said, yeah, that is so useless knowing how tall this stuff is.
I mean, the irony is they make a point in a lot of places of telling you, and then when they come to the one where they come to a tent in a what they call a cathedral. The Grand Cathedral is nothing less than opulent, thick tiles glowing. Numerous 10 foot by 10 foot cubes, so the cubes line the outer thingy, which is fine. The outer ring of the cathedral. Well, at the centre stands a pavilion of opaque silk sheets. Near the walls of the cathedral stand several delicate-looking cages. Okay, that's fine.
Be at least tall enough that these giants can move and swing their weapons.
Indeed, but giants are size 3, aren't they? So I agree. That gives us a reference, doesn't it? So stone giants are 12 feet tall.
And if you're 12 feet tall, you probably need the ceiling to be at least 3 feet taller than that to swing a weapon successfully.
Yeah, I don't deny that. It's just, I think a 30-foot long flying worm might have a bit of a trouble just flying along like that. It's the only answer. The only part I'm being not trying to be a dick about it. But anyway, let's have a look. Number 5. You know what? I don't care. You fly inside.
Exactly. Enough is enough. Crying out loud.
Enough is enough. Yeah, there's a point where the story is more important than the rules. So you know what I mean. I've come to the point where
You don't care anymore.
I don't care anymore.
I can get just a little bit further then for my 18 inches, and then I will. What will I do? Will I do anything fun? Nah. We'll just call it there.
Okey-dokey.
Okay, and Snooks is going to.
Oh, hey. Does
guys are
not.
all too easy to hit at this point. So,
It doesn't. In some ways, it does annoy me. They weren't allowed to change the text of the adventure, except in terms of the game rules,
game mechanics, yeah.
the game. They weren't allowed to sort of change the text to the point where so some people said, "Are you going to fix the obvious plot problems with this, this, and this?" And they came back saying they're not allowed to. That was the terms of the. Do you know what I mean? So things like useful stuff that everyone asks, they can't put in, which is a bit annoying. But anyway, Schnooks.
Really stupid.
Okay, Snooks is going to use his athletics to help Irina attack number 2. He's going to make sure that yeah, I know what I'm trying to do.
Okay, so you're supporting Arena, yeah.
Yeah, supporting Arena, yeah.
Okay, make an athletics roll.
You're making him dodge the cat so that he'll dodge into my weapon.
Indeed, so that's
something like
a
that, yeah.
success with a raise, so Arena gets a +2 bonus on her trait roll. And the enslaved giant does not unshake, so he's bound as well. So the second one, he doesn't unshake either. And the third one, he gets a chance to break free, doesn't he? Because he is not afflicted by any unpleasantness. I might actually Benny that just because I have got some Bennies, so I might as well use one of them. Oh, he breaks free.
3, 5, 0, 4.
And comes marching round to there.
Yeah, don't forget, even if they can't do anything, they still get a saving throw to throw blindness.
That's very true. Thank you very much for reminding me. Bink. Or vigor. 6. That's successful. That's unsuccessful. That's successful. Chelsea, you're up.
She's still running to get there because she can't see what's going on inside the tent.
Oh, I could have possibly done Gouts of Flame for your dragon. There you are.
I think that's what he's pretty
And she's all she can see at this point is once you move it.
You just teleported yourself.
All she can see is Irina, and she knows it's Irina, so that's about all I can do.
Mm-hmm. Irina, you're up.
All right then.
Of course, yes. Well, there were meows and sound effects. But obviously that was the other place, wasn't it, with the animals in it? Ooh! That's a wound upon this stone giant. Did you remember your +2 bonus? Not that it makes any difference. She hit with a raise anyway. Okay, you wound the stone giant. It cries out in shock and pain. That's a new round. And Dawn of the Dread is first.
Right, okay. This is problematic. It's problematic because the party's going all over the place. Right. So, I think what we're going to have to do is run. 11.
Okay, you're just going to run. That's absolutely fine. Yep, you're fine with that.
And then while I'm doing it, I'm going to, as I run between the two giants, I'm going to go, nah, 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 look at me, and support Rannick.
Okie dokie.
I'm failing miserably. He's also distracted. He's like, what?
Huh?
Bert, you're up.
Okay, Bert's going to do some more flying. Let's spend 4 inches to get there.
Okay, there seems to be like a wall of mist ahead of you.
I love my ears. That's so stupid. A wall of
mist.
is what I just heard.
Okay. Let us go ahead and spend 6 more inches to get to there.
Which means you will go through the mist.
Yes, I will.
Okay, now I'm just trying to find the bloody description here. Okay, so I need you to make a spirit roll, please. As you enter the mist, it's like a real cloying, foggy, sort of mist. It's obviously it's pouring out of the braziers. Okay, very annoying. You don't know what it's doing to you, but it's very annoying.
Okay, I will spend my last few inches of movement to come over here and whack the void. Yeah, see, Delvane hasn't shown herself to be evil just yet, but the void was attacking us earlier, so I'm mad at her. Bite! Okay, I missed.
So the air in this room is unusually close-seeming, almost to shimmer with pleasant-smelling mist. Pillows, cushions and throw rugs cover the floor, and 4 beds sits in the corners of the room. Each bed has an iron frame to which numerous ropes and leather straps are attached. A large padded throne sits on the far wall between 2 beds. Opposite it, in another corner, a tall, spindly censer slits on a low wooden table. It's from here that the faint mist seems to be issuing. Schnookums, you're up.
Let me see. Number 3 over here is doing nothing, so Snooks is going to come running over here and run around his legs and distract him.
Okie dokie.
You're moving. You want to pet me. He is vulnerable and shaken.
You think that Schnookums is distracting now? Just wait till he's on a staircase.
Okie dokie. He is distracted and shaken, as you say. Well done.
Vulnerable and shaken.
Vulnerable and shaken. Okay. Vulnerable and shaken he is. Radix up. Very nicely done.
You know, this is how I end up with a bloody reputation, says Rannick. And stabs 2 stone giants.
Stabbity stab.
Right, so I've got it's 3 first and then unnumbered 1 second. So it's the unnumbered one that is. Oh no, they're both vulnerable. That's fine.
That's an awful lot of dice.
It is, isn't it? Well, see, I get an extra d6 when they're vulnerable, and I get an extra d6 because they're my favourite enemy. And I got raises.
I don't think it matters if you keep rolling 6s.
I think what actually happens there is you end up collecting multiple sets of kidneys on you at the end of your spear.
Yeah, just imagine if I had guns there as well.
Pun?
Just imagine if I had Giant Slayer as well.
Don't. I mean, I know you're all legendary characters now, so you are ridiculously powerful, but that's a ridiculous amount of dice you're rolling there. Okay, well, that's 2 more dead stone giants. And Arena's up.
Sign just turn and look at the last one and shrug a little bit as Arena does her thing.
As you bravely killed the mentally enslaved stone giants that are compelled to fight you. Yeah.
I offered them a chance. I left them tangled up so that they didn't have to fight us, but no.
They don't have a choice.
Well, I'm not just going to stand there and not fight back.
I know.
I mean, Rannick's a nice enough guy, but he's not that nice.
With them all dead. Well, actually, I say all dead. I've got another sound effects to get in. Yeah, there we are. Because someone's having a fight elsewhere. Chelsea, you're up.
Well, I see Irina move away from the door, so I continue running, although I can get to the door. Yeah, now I get a 15. So I come running in there, I glance around, oh, looks like you got it, and then I, like, what's everybody going this way for, and head this way.
Okay.
I still have...
I have no idea what happened there, but it worked. Okie dokie. Let's see what... Okay. That explains a lot. Oh, sure annoying. Okay. I was thinking, I'm sure that's that. So how do you do that? So that is... Okay, that's fine. So, what... Ooh, okay, that's unpleasant. But in the meantime, how do I do this? Okay. So the first thing Delvine does is spends a penny. Which gives gives her 5 tokens. It's a limited free action. Okay. Now, what should she do next? Okay. Oh, right, yeah. Okay. She knows you're coming, so this would have been before you got here, which is fine. Just do that. Get the raise, which makes things more interesting. So that would have cost her 3 power points. Okay. That is the raise. Okay. So there's more than one Delavine on the beds, so that's fine. Okay. And how does that work? Okay, she basically, as you come in and start fighting her daughters, she starts singing. Delaney starts singing this really depressing dirge of a song. Oh, she's up next. She continues singing the song, and it's really depressing, I have to say, Bert. It's definitely getting you down.
Comma, down, doobie doo, down.
Okay, so
singing old rugged cross in the pub style. Oh, rugged cross.
At which point she just looks at you and says, "You really don't want to fight my sisters anymore?" She sort of sings it into the song.
She's welcome. I am immune to puppet.
Okay, fair enough. So that solves that one, because how on earth can puppet be an innate? Because how on earth is? Oh, you roll smarts, wouldn't you? If it's innate.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, if it's an opposed roll, you roll. If it's an opposed roll for an innate, so she tries to puppet you and nothing happens.
It depends. If it's a major ability that goes off with a race.
Indeed, it is major puppet, but he's immune to it. Doesn't matter. Chelsea, you're up.
Jalsa lets Irina know that she did what she could to protect the guy, and she's going to head this way. So what's back here? Oops, I can only go 7 because I'm not running this time. So I'm just moving.
Yep, no problem at all.
Oh, looks like something's down here, guys.
Rannick, being completely unaware that the tent is made out of really tough stuff and hearing the fighting going on, is going to go up to there and try and cut a hole in the tent to get through.
Okie dokie.
So, what do you want, with attack roll?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've still got frenzy, so I'll attack it twice. Oh, look at that.
That's Snookums as you try to attack it, meowing at you. I clicked the wrong button.
That was a critical fail because I rolled 1s on both the d12.
It was, but there's nothing really major that can happen other than you drop your sword or anything like that, so I don't think it's too worrisome, if that makes sense.
Okay. Do I roll damage against the cloth then?
No, you critically failed, didn't you? So you basically... I mean, well, I suppose if I wanted to be really evil, you can roll damage to hit yourself, but no.
Right, I'll move on then.
You obviously hit the post instead of the cloth. That's what. And your sword wedged in there, and you're pulling it out as hard as you can.
Yep.
Go on, Judge, you're up.
Yeah, I think I'll run after him.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure where I'm going.
Okay, so 5 inches to there, so you got another 7. That's 6 to get you to there, so you got another inch after that.
But it's all misty, Jelsa. It's all misty. What am I doing? Go on, dive in, Jelsa. Honest, Gora will protect you. Honestly, no.
Oh, hang on. There's no statues in here because you can't. The statues can't watch you through the tent flaps. Arena's running. That's quite an annoying noise, isn't it? I think I'm going to stop that. I'll put on the
My
more
sanity
interesting.
thanks you.
That really is annoying.
I didn't actually hear it because I was muted. I muted it ages ago.
Can't say I blame you. It gets a bit tad repetitive after a while. Sometimes it's good, but you know. Okay, Amber has moved, and Bert, you're up.
I'm going to try and bite V again.
Okie dokie.
Exact same numbers twice in a row. Yeah, that'll be it for that. Snooks is going to run.
Ah, so you can't use them to soak. That's the difference. Yeah. Look at the difference. Yeah. I love the way it does that. If I accept it while you're doing the next move, it just treats it as back to the original point. It's very, very strange the way it does that, but I can live with it. I'm used to it by now. But you got the Joker.
So did Rannick.
Woohoo!
Got all kinds of bennies.
It's an awful lot of bennies that went around there.
We like bennies.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
The
going to
more
try
we
and
have,
fight
the
her
more
again.
we spend.
Yep.
Oh, bother. Come on. Fine. Fine. I'll move around to here.
Actually, you keep missing her, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I should remember that when you miss.
Wow.
Snooks still doesn't know what's going on in there, so Snooks is going to run. Snooks will
Okay.
duck to there.
Snooks gets to make a spirit check as soon as Snooks enters the mist.
Crit fail, baby.
Oh, Snooks. Okay.
Snooks is gonna hate this place.
Snooks is basically in there, and he's definitely he's footing and hissing and sort of wriggling his nose. He's really not happy. Rannick, you're up. He's like constantly trying to sneeze.
Rannick's going to multi-action, but I'm not 100% sure what my second action will be because it'll depend on whether or not he cuts through the tent with his first action.
Okie dokie. What are you cutting through the tent with?
Oh, let's see if I'm cutting through the tent. Well, I hit it, and I hit it with a raise. Probably hit it with a raise twice.
Okay, roll that damage. We have to ignore explodes, don't forget, because it is hardness. 20 points of damage normally would cut a hole in the tent, but alas, it does nothing.
All I need is favoured enemy, tent.
Yeah, okay. I'm afraid, yeah. The hardness, the 13, with hardness 13, both of those should have definitely cut a hole in the tent. However, the tent does not seem to be affected in any way, shape or form.
Okay, Rannick's going to take a look at the tent somewhat quizzically and then realise it's a tent and just lift up the bottom of the canvas and crawl underneath it.
Waiting for you to do that.
And I think I just killed the GM because he's gone very quiet.
Yes, I was thinking that too.
Make a strength check, please.
Okay.
Yeah, no, why the hell have you got +1? Oh, wait, where the hell did you get major strength from?
The ring. The item.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. No, it's this material just doesn't want to move.
Well, that's a bugger. And then I'll amble off that way then.
I'm going to have to award you a Betty for ingenuity. It was very sensible, but yeah, it doesn't say anything about you can lift it, so as far as I'm concerned, you can't.
So Jocelyn's gonna keep running, and there's 6, and then 9 more, and I'm presuming I gotta do a.
I'll do that first, then you do your next 9 because it's up to you if you want to run into the mists or not. You've got 9 more inches of movement.
Okay, so I run through the mist, and I'm presuming you need a spirit check.
I need a spirit check from you, I'm afraid to say. Yes, please. You are okay. You think?
And I see what's going on, and I just pull out a wand, go, what the hell? And I go, Delvaheen, because I recognize her from the thingies.
Mm-hmm. She's singing a really depressing song. It's a real dirge of a song. It's all about doom.
I just lowered her vigor by a die.
Are you doomed?
Some of us have got the hint, Gav.
Yes. Lower vigor is it automatically affects and then it's opposed, isn't it? You get a save afterwards. Isn't that how it works? I never remember.
Let me look. Because I don't have the spell. I have the...
Automatically try lowering an enemy's traits. Yeah, because obviously it used to be opposed, but now I think it automatically works. But they then get to remove it, don't they? Lowering an enemy's traits duration of instant lowers the selected tribute a skill type with a success or 2 with a raise. A victim automatically tries to shake the effect off with spirit as a free action at the end of their following turns. So yeah, it always that's because this is where I get a bit confused because obviously Savage Worlds. Savage Pathfinder and Savage Worlds are subtly different in some of their powers. Which is why I've decided I'm only ever running Savage Pathfinder these days because there's only one rule set to learn. Okay.
That would be my turn.
Okay. So she doesn't like that. She's used a puppet, which that's the end of that. Actually, it's an interesting thought. It's a range of smarts. Actually, I take that back. I need you to make a smarts check, please, Jelsa. Fine. Okay. You fire the wand at Delavine.
I'm going to Benny that.
Okie dokie.
And again, because we got 2 free bennies this round.
Because I forgot there's more than one Delphine. There's multiple Delphines.
I guess I failed.
Well, I mean, all it is basically you take a guess at which one of the multiple Delphines sitting on the throne and sort of around the throne is actually her, and you fire the wand at her. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, she ain't going to be able to lure you into any of that sort of stuff, so that's okay. She basically, in the middle of the song, in the middle of her song, she changes the lyrics slightly, starts singing about annoying gnomes with pink hair who basically have no dress sense, and it really gets to you slightly.
Oh my God, she's Cordelia.
She distracts you with her hurtful lyrics. Dondrad, you're up. Actually, that should have been performance, but it doesn't matter. Dondrad, what are you going to do, sir? I need a spirit check from you, please.
A spirit check?
As you breathe in the mists. Yeah, that's absolutely... Ooh.
Yes, okay. So I will go into the room and I will cast I think what we'll do is we're going to actually cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
With a small burst template. So I don't have to pick which one to aim at.
Okie dokie.
And I will cast multiple power Dispel Magic. That's what I'm going to do.
Go with the dice too early. Okay. Are you happy with a 3?
Absolutely not. Are you happy with the 3? No, I'm not.
Are you sure you don't?
Okay, I'm happy with a bloody 3.
Only costs you 1 power point, though, doesn't it?
Anyway.
Pardon?
He doesn't have to be happy with it, but you can stick with it even if you're not happy.
Yeah, I'm just being.
I don't even manage to cast a spell.
No, you don't. But it does cost you a power point, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yep. Arena, you're up when Donjon ends his turn. I rolled an 11 on the resist and then cleared it because I didn't. I'm supposed to roll afterwards, but I didn't need to after all that. Oh, I think you are in. You're just in the. Actually, no. I'm going to be generous and say because more than 50% of your token is outside the mist. You're standing by the edge of the mist.
I'm at the mist cut.
Indeed. You doing it? Okay. Amber's running around the other way. No problem at all. Some people are on hold, so we move. Oh, hang on. No. Oh, damn it. The monsters have been. Two of the monsters have been on hold for 2 rounds, and they haven't acted. I hadn't even noticed.
Oh, I thought you were doing that on purpose.
I did, yeah.
I was distracted. I was trying to spend bennies, and I was 3
Okay.
for 3 there.
Well, you got away with that. So Leywin gets to go first after giving everyone on the bad guy's side bennies, left, right, and centre. Oh, she's just going to claw you, but and hit. But although because you're rather large and easy to hit, your tough hide protects you. Chelsea, you're up. Your protection power is about to expire. Do you wish to maintain it?
No, I wish to step over here and go, oh, no dress taste at all. And then I'm by robust-scintillating colors. I'm going to swirl it around me.
Okay.
And I speak the command word. That gets a stun on a minor stun on 1 target. And I know there's 5 there, so I don't presume get to call which one gets it.
You get to make a smarts check to try and basically because she's mirror image is illusion on herself, so therefore you have to make a smarts check to discern which is the correct one. Then obviously there's a penalty on that. I'm afraid you stunned the wrong one.
Stun one of them.
You stun one of them, yes.
Okay, well, but no dress sense, huh? I approve.
Definitely going to give you a Benny for that one.
I got a Benny from the Joker. I had a Joker and didn't even realize it.
Yeah. But I'm going to give you a Benny for the amusing role-playing expertise there. Arena, you're up.
Okay. Oh my word. If I want to run and hit her, do I need to put an extra action on as well as the run, or just the run?
Just the run. Because the run is not an action, but it does apply a penalty. Okay. You attempt to target Delphine. The first thing you need to do is, well, it's up to you. You can either make the smarts check first, or you can do your attacks and then make your smarts check. It depends which way you want to go. Okay, you think you guessed which is the correct Delphine, and swing away. Yep, I'm afraid. Yep, your sword passes straight through the Delphine.
Which is impressive considering it's an axe, but okay.
Well, axe. I realised as soon as I said it, Miss Smug.
I really can't help but be a smart ass whenever possibilities there.
I'm not offended.
It's genetic.
Yes, I'm afraid it. As I say, your axe passes straight through the Delphine you chose to attack. She sticks her tongue out at you.
Be careful, the wind changes stay that way. What did you say, Tav?
And you just turned back into an elf because you didn't maintain shape change.
No, it shouldn't have expired. It should not have expired because she's...
No, it really shouldn't have expired.
No, exactly. Because she's a druid... No, you're not a druid, but...
You cast it with the...
Hours, don't you? Yeah. Just forgot to tell me that, so I forgot to increase it.
Sorry, I always cast it that way. I
know. I know you do, which is why I'm not arguing it. Dodge, you're up.
This is going to take some careful planning. This clear the targets. Target Irina, target Bert. And hopefully, so long as they're so big, if they stand with a little gap between them, this might work. We're going to cast Warrior's Gift. A pair of them. And another bloody 3.
It's a game of 3s today. Oh, that was nearly an 8.
Oh, you wait to hear what they're going to get. And they get improved sweep. So they don't have to. The Irene doesn't have to make a smart roll to pick the right one. She can hit them all, and so can Bert as well. And what they're doing is little adamantine blades start sliding out of their scales or skin. As Goran bless them with floating weapons.
No, I quite like the logic with that. I can't argue with that one at the moment, so that's fine by me. Using sweep to attack a single target because there's multiple versions of it does seem perfectly reasonable to me.
Yeah. Basically making your melee an area effect, isn't it?
It is basically, yeah, exactly. I don't have a problem with that at all. Perfect, makes perfect sense. What I do have an issue. What I do have an issue with, though, is I hadn't noticed that Delphine was on the 2 of clubs, so I am going to.
Now she knows how it feels. I spent most of the game on 3s and 2s.
I know. Yeah.
What the bloody hell's going on in there then? Shouts Rannoch as he runs through.
We're having all the fun. We're having all the fun.
Okay, what am I going to do? Well, they can't do anything to you. So I think this one is just going to hit you. Okay, Delphine uses one of her tokens of inspiration to allow a reroll of that attack. And it's a critical failure! Basically, Voivod swings round, overbalances, and basically buries the rancid into the ground, and basically meaning she has to turn her back upon Bert to basically start pulling it out, which of course leaves her vulnerable. Okay, Delphine is up next. She's not happy right now. So what she's going to do yeah, there we go, that'll do it. Someone said something about, oh yeah, +1 on that, so that's 2 power points. Okay, oh, it's only 2 power points. That's not bad. I like that. Takes it down to 5 if she successfully casts. She casts Dispel upon Jelsa and Bert and Arena. I don't think Jelsa's got any effects on her, but she doesn't necessarily know that, so Jelsa doesn't have to roll. But Arena and Bert, they will need to make spellcasting rolls, faith or whatever, whichever your casting of choice is. Arena, I'm afraid she's dispelled your Stone Giant, and also Dondred has to make one as well because it's his improved sweep that is also being affected. So Arena loses her shape change. Yeah, and her Warrior's Gift. Okay, so basically, Arena is back to being -1.
I'll Benny the face roll to see what happens. Nah, it doesn't make a difference.
Okay, so Arena turns back to herself and loses Warrior's Gift, I'm afraid. Bert is down here. He turns back to himself, loses Warrior's Gift and SWAT, and he's turned back to himself. There we go. Isn't it annoying when I dispel your powers? But you're up.
Really, Toots? I whip out my other Pearl of Power and turn back into a line item.
2 pearls of power. That's disgusting.
I love that you just called her Toots.
It's a norm. It's a norm, isn't it? It was a crag one, wasn't it? You were?
Yeah, it was a crag Linorm. Yeah.
How'd you just gone through the whole faff of taking off it?
Sorry. And I will attack Voivod again.
There we go. Go for it.
Really, Dice? Come on. Thank you. Jeez Louise. Okay. She will take that much damage, and she will need to make a vigor check -2 to avoid being poisoned.
Okie dokie. Right, so vigor check at -2 to avoid being poisoned first. What type of poison is it?
Deadly.
Well, nasty. Another wound if they fail to save. She's going to spend... Well, she does have 4 of her own bennies, so she's going to spend a benny on that. And soak it.
Sorry, knockout, not deadly. I was thinking of the other one.
That's absolutely fine. Okay, but is done. That brings us to Schnooks. What is that?
Schnooks is going to come over and attack the Void as well. Void, whatever.
Indeed. Do you know what? That I have to be honest. I'm going to get rid of that mist. It's a nice, cool idea, but it's just too bright, isn't it? There we go.
I missed terribly.
I missed terribly. New round. That didn't. There we go. Oh, Voivoid's up first.
Quitty you, Yoke.
Okay, so I'm going to... Right, so Voivod basically pulls her Rancer out of the ground and swings again at Bert. Getting a hit. Doing... Oh, this might be a good hit, I'm afraid to say. It was. It finds a potential... chink in the height on your armor plating and possibly digs in deep. However, yeah, that will still wound you a 7. You going to try again?
Nope, I think we're good.
Okay. Let me guess, there's some horrible effect you get if you're injured.
I get a healing roll every round.
Oh, fair enough. But recovers from being shaken.
Let's bite her again.
Okie. That's really horrifying. You've got fast regeneration.
Okay, that will fail. I will attempt to heal. Oh, that will fail. Bummer.
You rolled fighting, by the way. Oh, sorry. No, you rolled a 1. Sorry, it took forever to appear on my screen.
Yeah, it did for me too, so it's all good. Snooks is going to attempt to distract V.
Okay.
And fail. Okay.
These are a nasty bunch. Okay, Delavide's up. What's she going to do now? Well, I think I know what she's going to have to do. She's singing all the while. Let's try that again, shall we? Nope. A 5 is successful. But I think you might be able to beat that with your attempt to resist the dispel being placed upon you. Yep, no problem at all. You are not dispelled. Not sure what happened there, but we won't worry about that.
Oh, what's her name targeted, so it did create a combat roll.
Oh no, don't worry. It's not a problem. I can ignore it. Okay, so that's all that happens there. Laren is next. She is also, well, she is going to, I don't know, if she moves, she gets attacked by you, so she's just going to have to hit you, isn't she?
No, she's welcome to just move away.
That's interesting. She didn't get a size bonus. She should have done, shouldn't she? You're size 7. Oh well. I'm going to argue about it. Don't drag you up.
Aye, I think you've got to give him size in the combat tracker for it to work. So
It should be in the effects.
So anyway, yeah, I think we'll try the same trick as before. No, I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll target Bert and we'll cast healing on him, and then we'll cast Smite as a multi-action, which I'll give a damn good ignoring to.
Doesn't work. Why that doesn't work later? I obviously missed something there because I was testing. Sorry about that.
So he heals one wound immediately.
But heals one wound immediately. There we go.
And then he will cast Greater Smite on him.
Greater Smite. Ouch. +6 damage. Which he didn't get.
She didn't get. So, but it's good enough.
Still +4 Smite because it's Greater Smite.
Yeah, so it's +4. So it's +1 hit, +4 damage. Not bad for her.
No, can't complain. Jelsa's up.
I'm spending the extra power point.
Mm-hmm.
And another extra one for selective.
Okay.
And every one of them in that area of effect. I can't target them because of the weird way you're doing this, so.
Weird way I'm doing it. I'm not doing anything weird. Oh, I did notice something very interesting the other day. I'm not sure how to make it work.
I hit them all. And that's all the Delvahines because they're all in that same area.
I don't know how I did it. Basically, I did something yesterday where I was moving the map, and you know this the measurement, the number in the middle that shows the distance. It was moving along the pointer to make sure it was always visible on the map. But I don't know how I did it because it isn't doing it now. Okay, you hit them with
Little
first.
sparklers drop all around them.
Okay, go for it.
And I want to make them all vulnerable.
Oh, I see. You're. Hang on. You're casting
the confusion spell.
Oh, sorry, you threw me because it says burst. Hence the fact I was confused.
Oh, did it? Because I've been sitting here. I'm gonna have to change the name on one of them. Because the other one should have been Sparkler Shower, not Sparkly Fireworks. One's a burst and one's a confusion.
That's absolutely fine. You got me confused there because, like, hang on, you're making it vulnerable because
it's the confusion spell.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, you.
But she's a gnome. Everything's confusing.
Yeah, that's my job. That's
very true.
I'm a gnome. That's my job.
I'm going to award Betty's all round for that because I'm thoroughly confused.
And I'm hitting them all with vulnerable.
Okay, they are all vulnerable because it's an area of effect, and there's nothing I can do to negate that with mirror image illusions. Okay, Rannick's up.
For my clothes.
Rannick's up when. Yep, I was going to say when Jill sends her down, but she's up. Spirit check as you move into the mist, which was there.
Right, so.
Yeah, no problem at all. I'll let you get your move going. Oh, no, it's okay.
I'll leap over the bed.
Okay.
That's got some very suspicious stains on.
Okay. So So that's 12 inches gets you to there.
Okay, and as Rannoch sort of leaps over the bed and looks around, he'll see the two things he fought outside, and then see Delavine, who he doesn't recognise. So he'll point at the two that are fighting. In fact, no, he can reach Lyliryn, so he will just give her a stab. And I'd like to also maintain my boost fighting, please.
Okie dokie. Actually, it doesn't affect anything. But I forgot to apply the -2 penalty to Bert soaking earlier, didn't I? Oh well. Because you rolled a 7, so it doesn't matter.
I still failed to soak, but Dondrad healed me.
No. You basically you rolled a 7, so it doesn't matter that there was a -2 on it because you still the effect doesn't change. It's still 1 wound and not, you know what I mean. So it's okay. Because while Delavine's singing, it's -2 to all soak rolls. As she continues her dirge of doom.
One more try because I've got lots of bennies. No, that is clearly not going to happen. What the bloody hell's going on? Will you please put your kecks back on? Says Rannoch, and that's clearly why he missed, because he saw her buttocks and turned his eyes away.
Indeed. See, Fantasy Companion's got a nice set of rules that I noticed are missing from Pathfinder, and that's actually rules for gaze attacks. So I'm probably going to use them from now.
So, Irene, are you telling me all those bloody books and there's not one silence spell?
Silence spell.
Yes, the sound spell can either silence or make sounds.
That going to be
Yeah, that'll
sufficient?
work.
Is that going to be a sufficient roll?
Of what?
She just basically she basically done a sonic attack on everybody in the throne.
Well, it only applies to 2 of them, but hey.
I'm very confused. What did you do? Oh, Thunderstone. I didn't see the word Thunderstone. Sorry.
I think it's a small burst template, is it not?
A vigor roll will be shaken and deafened for an hour. Both
A medium burst template. A 4 is accurate, so it lands exactly where you wanted to place it. Anyone within it must make a vigor roll or shaken as well as deafened for an hour. Ooh, that could be interesting. I'm taking if you make your vigor roll, you're neither affected. You know what I mean? You resist. It's a flashbang, isn't it? So
yes,
I'm afraid to say that, but neither of them are affected by that.
You know what? You should have made that so it hit us, and we should have all voluntarily failed, so we're deaf and can't hear her bad singing.
That's very true.
I would have. But I've got a feeling if you would have done that, the GM would have said it still works anyway, because they know he's alive.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, logically, I'd have to admit that would be good. However, I'm sure there's other penalties because you can't warn each other and area effects and everything. But anyway, we won't worry about that.
And I will. Putting away a weapon is a free action, right?
Yes, readying a weapon is a free action now, so yeah. You can ready up to 2 weapons as a round, can't you?
Right, in that case, I'll put away one, ready the other, as well as that, and then I'm going to move that to 12, because you didn't accept the previous one, so I'll assume you'll accept them both at once.
Oh, sorry, because I've zoomed right in. I didn't notice Amber's still moving down there, sorry.
She's just seeing if there's a back door.
Do you know, it's all very well saying Thunderstones deafen you, but there is no rule. There's no rules for being deaf in the rule set, other than you fail all notice checks.
Yeah, not going to talk it, but it's actually supposed to stop you casting spells with a verbal component. But never mind.
Okie dokie. She's still singing the Dirge of Doom to keep you guys spirits down. In the meantime, I think it's time. I think it's just. I'll do it. Okay. How many power points is this going to cost me? 2, 5, 6. 6 power points. Six power points. So totally. Oh no, 5 successful. So basically, you are all blinded.
I like how it says blind, very attractive. It's like she's blinded with a cleavage.
She probably has, knowing her. Here we go. Oh, she just does this, you see.
Yeah, Rannick hasn't actually been affected by the spell. He's just closing his eyes.
So that's that. But that did cost me 5 power points, which takes me down to 1 power point, and then I'll spend Benny to give her some power points back. There we go. Arena, you're up.
Okay.
What's going on? The book keeps flickering up and down on the chat all the time. Obviously, background noise.
Yeah, it is. And I'm burying that. There. I've dispelled her.
Okie dokie. She gets to make a spellcasting roll. So I'm afraid you haven't.
Is that every spell she had running?
Unfortunately, it's an all or nothing.
Oh, I see. Fair enough. Well, never mind. I'm also... Hang on.
All right.
I did multi-action penalty.
That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. Don't mind me. It's just I failed to maintain her power, which she most certainly would have done. I just need to pay the power point for it. There we go. And if you'd successfully dispelled it, then I didn't need to add it back on, so I apologise.
I'm also whacking around the head with a staff.
That's a very good hit. Roll for damage. That's a wound. Make a smarts check, please. Oh, you hit her. You hit her. I'm going to say she takes the wound. She's very upset. As you correctly deduce which is the correct Delathene there, and you actually hit one that you don't hit the illusion. One of the illusions.
Yeah.
Amber's probably moving round the back. There we go. Okay, Void's up next. Well, I'm afraid that means Bert will get a free attack. That's a hit. 2 wounds. That's really rather annoying. It's really rather annoying. That's better. Okay. Obviously, when you've successfully attacked her mistress, so she has to defend her mistress. So she basically narrowly avoiding the Lenormand's attack. She comes flying over to you, swinging her ranseur as she comes. Mind you, it did cost me 2 bennies to get to hit you. So, and you avoid the blow. And I'm afraid to say, annoyingly, I have to do the same thing again. So Bert gets another free attack.
Mm.
Have you noticed how you couldn't hit him when they were attacking you, but the second they walk away, Bert?
Yeah, as soon as they leave, it's like whack, whack.
It's that big ass. It's a good target.
Yeah, that smite's running as well, so...
Yeah. But that smite's only for the damage, though. Yeah.
It's going to cost you bennies.
It is costing me bennies, but alas, they will basically... I've got to follow the tactics. They will basically defend their mother. So that's 2 wounds upon Arena as the two Alu demons leave fighting Bert and Stuckums and literally home in, mercilessly attacking Arena in a flurry of blows, which she only soaks 1 at the moment so far.
I'm going to see if I can get those. Oh, that was so close.
It was. If it wasn't for the negative effects of this place, you'd have soaked both wounds.
Mine.
Domjad, you're up.
Remember, you can't see either.
I know.
I'm just getting... I clicked the wrong thing there, that's for sure. Cool. I'll remember that sound effect though. That's a very good one. Oh, what's this one do?
Oh, I like
that. I like that one.
Yeah, I think I'll go to there, I think.
Okay.
Take a pillow. Hit her with a pillow. No, I'm sorry.
It's very in keeping with the room, though, that would be.
Yeah.
I think what he'll do is he'll slash it at her.
Okie dokie.
And Benny at one time.
Oh. That's a hit. Roll the damage.
Oh, nice.
That's good. Now I just need a smarts check.
No, it's not. It's against levering.
It's against what? Oh, sorry. I apologise. I do apologise. Yeah, that's a wound.
Slashing her minion.
Yes, I do apologise. I didn't notice. Nice hit.
Yeah, and then a vigor check. You throw off the blindness, which he makes with spades.
You get, yeah, you do. You basically clear the blindness from your eyes, and you can see clearly again.
Because I can't see, but I know about where they are. Using selective, I'm going to throw another shower of sparklers on them in that general direction, so you can target everybody in my large burst template.
I spotted in yours.
Okay, I will target
Oh,
everybody.
I do know. I said I was paying the point for selective.
You didn't. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I've only did what you said there. Targeting everybody in the large burst template.
And let me roll it. Let me get the right one this time. Oh no.
I might see if I might change Pathfinder to use round tokens for the port, for the combat for the players, because I prefer round tokens to square ones. I think for templates and stuff, it's fairer.
I can never decide whether vulnerable or make them vulnerable because everybody's moving in on them.
Oh, okay, they're all vulnerable.
When I'm oh, and I got to do a vigor check.
You got to do a vigor check, yeah.
Nope, I'm still blind.
Radek, you're up.
Okay, looks like setting the boost fighting to continue, put it back to its base thing, so it needs to be set to 4 rounds once Jelsa clicks onto me. Thank you. So I will stagger forwards with my eyes kind of half closed, not wanting to see all the naked wobbly bits. Bloody hell! Is there no way I can get you to put your clothes back? Oh, please! And because they're not attacking him yet, we're going to put the frenzy back on. And I'm going to attack them both with the blunt end of the spear.
These are the ones you fought before, don't forget.
Oh, they are the ones we fought before. Well, in that case, they can just get poked.
If you remember, they disappeared. Do you remember that?
And they're vulnerable this time around, Rannick.
That is true. Come on, where's frenzy?
They did flee back. They basically teleported back to here. And reported that you were
just
here.
On Irina, they're all vulnerable. It was easy to make them vulnerable.
It's probably a good thing that you did the one thing that caused them to attack you rather than talk to you, because otherwise you come in here peacefully. You can solve this whole area peacefully and get a point of conviction out of it. But then I don't think Radek would have resisted the temptation to go into the boudoir. So it's probably better this way.
They're not humanoid, are they? I think they're outsiders, aren't they?
Fairly confident. Yes, they are outsiders. I know that without having to look it up.
That'll be a Benny then.
What is your spirit then, Rannick?
With my hat on, it's D12.
Then why would he have failed? Mine's like 2 die types less.
Oh, in that case, I'd have gone. Well, yeah, maybe she's got a thing for elves.
Right, well, I'll just make a video to shake off the blindness then.
Oh, looks like the blindness is going. That's a success. There we go. You shake off the blindness. Bert the Linorm is next.
And Bert the Linorm is a little upset, so he's going to slide over here and breathe fire in a line.
Ooh. Of course, then you know what then happens is it hits the wall and.
Yeah.
But whenever you blow torch against the floor like that, it just would roll along. It's actually going to set that bed in the corner on fire.
Well, I knew she was hot in the sheets, but that's ridiculous.
Okay, go for it.
Wow.
It's an awful lot of. Oh, because of course you targeted him, and athletics is a breath weapon. It's really annoying.
Athletics is a breath weapon. Is that really what you meant to say?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay, so they were all hit with raises.
They were all hit with raises. Let me just change them down to. I don't know what's going on there.
Well, I've got to do it manually anyhow. So
Okay. Yeah, do it manually. It's easier, isn't it? I'll just apply the damage as it goes. Ouch. Oh, that's Void then. You can't use heroic inspiration as Benny's, so she takes 3 wounds. Next. Aerin takes 1 wound and fails to soak it, so she's on 2 wounds. And last but not least is Delphine, who is going to take a wound. She soaks.
yeah, that's acceptable.
They're very upset.
You two toots. Yeah, hiss
very
at you
upset.
two toots.
I've already given you a Benny for toots, so Strux, you're up. Someone forgot to tell Jiminy you were playing today. Off you go.
No, we always do Tuesdays. Where is
Okay,
our
well, we've been attacking her so far, so let's just move on up here and try and hit V again.
Okay, go for it.
Only because he's blind. Oh, speaking of, I need to give me a vigor roll.
And Schnook's a vigor roll.
And Schnook's a
your vigor
roll.
roll's successful because the blindness penalty doesn't affect the actual roll to get rid of blindness, does it?
Right. Okay, so we are both unblinded.
And Schnook's is unblinded as well. There we go. So, my word, we are into another round. This has been a... Okay, Void goes first and critically fails unshaking. Therefore, I'm going to make a vulnerable. Arena, you're up. You remain shaken unless you wish to spend a Benny to unshake.
I do.
Okay.
And a bear.
You got a bear! You finally got something big and impressive.
It had to happen eventually.
Yeah,
It did, didn't it? Yeah.
I'm dreaming of the rhino day. One day my rhino will come.
A bear appears, as if by magic a bear appears.
But
Because
this
it
is
was
a tough
magic.
fight. This is a tough fight, so the bear was a necessity.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, very good.
Now,
Bloody
Delphine,
you, bear. At least he didn't go bust on this first roll.
Okay. Leyrin's up next.
Yeah.
Leyrin's going to remain shaken now. Leyrin's going to spend a Benny to unshake. And Leyrin is going to use her Masterwork Rancer upon... Choices, Rannick. Because he's got his eyes closed and it's funnier that way. And she misses. She's out of Bennies. Rannick's up.
Rannick's kind of works out how he's peering through his half slit eyes at the moment. So let's see how this goes. He wants to put these two down. and that was meant to have an extra d12 on it, so I will just re-roll anyway. That way instead.
One hit, one miss.
Well, I will take the one hit. And that was on Vovoid, who is vulnerable. That's good.
Impressive. Okay. Voivode has no bennies left and is incapacitated.
Now, somebody get the girl a blanket.
Oh, hang on. That's interesting. Oh, okay. Pink. Josie, you're up.
Where'd she go?
Well, Jelsa can never miss a chance to be melodramatic, and she's gonna stagger back into the tent wall, going, "Oh, the light, it burns," and feeling kind of useless. And because she can't see,
Yep.
she's gonna have to repeat last time around. She's gonna toss some sparklers in the general direction using selective and the large burst template because she can't see, so she wants to be sure.
Go for it. That's a successful casting of confusion.
Yeah, make them all vulnerable.
Okie dokie. All vulnerable.
And then I sink to the floor sobbing. What if I can never see all the beautiful colors again?
Oh,
You get to make a vigor roll.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna make a bigger roll.
Okay, you are no longer blind, but I'm going to have to award you a Benny for that great line. Which reminds me, actually. Oh, it's not there. That's a shame.
Well, now she's got her eyes squeezed shut because she's miserable, so she probably doesn't even realize she can see.
This is probably more. This is more D&D gnomes than Pathfinder gnomes. I read this earlier today, and I meant to mention it earlier. No, it's a gnome making the comment to the rest. Yeah, the rest of the party. It can be hard for someone of my stature to feel brave in the face of such monstrous things. But when I stand beside you all, why, I feel 4 feet tall.
Wow, he's a giant among gnomes.
Exactly. I just love that. I thought that's really. I like that quote. I think you missed.
Yeah, let's Benny that. That was kind of a cruddy roll. There we go.
We go. And there we go. Splat.
And then I will spend the rest of my movement to move over here to this doorway. Or, well, part of my movement. That's not even the rest of it.
Okay. Right, this is where it gets interesting there, because I was about to say combat's over, but you moved into that room. Okay. This smoky chamber has no furniture, but mounds of blankets, pillows, and sheets lie heaped on the floor, in some places built into nests.
Okay. I presume I don't see anything.
Well, you might. I don't know if you can see anything at the moment. I've updated the map.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember them. They were at the door. Oh, they were horrible, they were.
Okay. I'll use the rest of my movement to go ahead and come into here and call it done. There's 2 of these flashy kids in here. Schnooks understands that and doesn't want to get blind, so he's just going to run over here to just outside the door and wait for everybody else.
It's the last adventure, wasn't it? The Shining Child.
Yeah, it was.
A brute force to open the door with anti-magic shell, and the alarm went off.
Indeed, you did, which was Fortress of the. Savers F.
Right, okay, here we go. Let's do something incredibly stupid. Because that always works. Don't think he's going to get the distance on it.
Oh, it was F. Okay, it was FA, was it? Okay. It was the Arcane Library. Oh, God. I remember now. Yes, I'm not using that.
Hell no!
Hell no. But you get the idea. I'll just do it. That's the you get the idea because you got close to them. But Don Jones, you moved to there. What do you do when you moved to? Oh,
right. Okay, I was actually going to move to there because there's a wee bit fudginess going on. That still isn't going to work. Yeah, I'm not going to do it because it's too dangerous.
That's why you should do it.
What I was going to do was I was going to try and get it on a medium burst template and then do an anti-magic shell so she can't use any power, can't blind anybody, but anybody would have to walk around me, so I don't dispel anything. I can't quite reach her though, so what I'm going to do is I think what we'll do is we'll tell Rannick to do. If you shut your eyes when you attack her, it should be okay. In theory, Rannick. Oh, Rannick gets an idea +2 in his next action.
Mm.
okay. So sorry for this, but here we go. Okay, everyone must make a vigor roll or gain the blind hindrance until they. Yeah, so basically, I need Schnookums, Dondrad, and Bert to all make vigor rolls or be permanently blinded until magically healed.
They still sound like car tires on a car park to me.
Bert's okay, Schnookums okay. And Dondrad's okay, so that's absolutely fine because that's a limited free action. So then it's going to attack Bert. Doing a burning touch attack. Size 7 should be a hit, shouldn't it? Size 7 is large. Large plus. Is large still +2 to hit, or they got rid of that? Maybe that's what it is. It's only huge.
Large is still +2 to hit.
Yeah. So I actually rolled a 6 on Bert, which still is a miss, actually. Why does it? Which is absolutely fine. I can live with that. The second one Well, I can't live with it, but I have to. The second one, range of smarts. What's their smarts rate? What is their smarts? D8. I'll have to move in a bit towards Bert. And then hits him with a dispel. Or doesn't, because it completely fails to cast it. Okay. New round. Which would be round 2. And Irina's first.
Okay. Wow, super speedy. Shining child, eh?
Showing up on. They're not showing any light, which is rather annoying. Oh well. I really don't get on with the lighting effects in Fantasy Grounds at all.
Later on, you can tell me what the problem is, and I'll fix it. Because I can completely recode them if you want.
I just don't. I just still don't get them properly. That's for sure.
I've got it coded that now if you take an advanced player's guide, if you take dark vision, no, if you take night vision instead of dark vision, you get to see 20 inches instead of 10. In green.
You need to give me that code so I can please put it into the rule set. Okay, you just fired a lightning bolt at the Shining Child. Okay. Let's see what happens.
She shine ever brighter.
Burning charge, dark vision, immunity to fire. So lightning bolt does hurt it. You shake it.
Yay. Okay, my bear is also going to run. So I don't know how fast a bear can run. Not very, apparently.
I just want to get into this thing. Let's try this again. You go to lights, you go to token light. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Then you click the button to add a... Oh, I see. You have to select the person first. Right, that makes a lot more sense. Why didn't I think of that before?
There's 3 lighting systems. There's obviously the ambient light, which affects everything that you get a mask, and then there's obviously add an item, which is a light to the world, like a torch in the world. A token light's a light that somebody's carrying, but you can apply it as an effect as well. So that's what.
Yeah,
it's very versatile. It really is.
Okay, no, because they're meant to emit light, so I've given them their own light. Chelsea, you're up.
Well, Chelsea was over here with her eyes squeezed shut, sobbing her eyes out because she was blind. And then she's going to peek through her eyes and go, "Are they all gone yet?" And then she's going to jump to her feet and go, "It's a miracle I can see." And then she's going to turn to the tent wall and cry over all the beautiful colors and all the beautiful silks that she can see.
Fair enough. Very sensible. Rannick, you're up.
Right, so Stunty told me to run in here. And attack it. So I will.
Okay.
If you run it to get some speed up quickly, you might get surprise.
And you gave me a +2 support, so we'll put that on the 10 because it was the first roll.
Hit with raise.
Okay. And then we'll do the second one.
This is interesting to note. Last time you've encountered these, you got one of them. Now, obviously, because you're legendary, they decide, you can take 2 on at once.
Yeah.
That's a wound.
I think I'm probably going to put a Benny on the first one as well. Unless it didn't hurt it at all.
Well, the second attack's wounded it. So what are you going to do?
I'll Benny the first attack. Damage.
For me.
Yeah.
Got some bennies left. I'll spend one. No, won't be enough to save it.
Like that, you mean?
Aye, poke him.
Well, I've done it now. He's gone.
I think there's more than one Rannick.
Oh, bugger.
But top poking, really good.
That's not quite going to quite reach it, is it?
Then you're out. It's in your reach according to the shadow.
Okay, right.
Which I actually think is technically wrong. I think actually reach 1 should be it's 1 inch from you. So yes, that's right.
Oh, don't get me started. I'm not answering that. Technically, technically to be in reach, you have to be in base-to-base contact, so they have to be inside the shadow. But it's a silly rule, don't It's because it's an integer. Never mind. And there's no such things as square grids, and so it doesn't matter. So anyway, where's the power? Power. Yeah, so it's got to be it has to be a generic kind of rule set that accompanies every single RPG. So a grid is the best way to do it. He's doing a Rannick. He's going to run in and he's going to stab it with an accurate longsword that will just reach. Stunning the GM.
Sorry, no, I just actually thought I'd reread this actually. Reach. A reach of 1 allows the target to strike a target 1 inch distant. Technically, I do think you actually do. I think we've been doing wrong all these years, and they do actually have to be base-to-base touching. I think actually everyone should actually technically have reach 0 unless they've got reach 1. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, correct. The way it should be coded is, but that would mean that Savage Worlds would be different from other rule set. It's it's coded as a generic. You're in a grid, everything within 5 feet. So you've got to have
the other side of that is if you put reach 0, you have to technically be on each other. You can't even.
I know. Yeah. Oh well, I'm not going to change it this late in the campaign, but from next campaign onwards, base-to-base contact for melee attacks.
No, I'm just saying that's the way it's coded. That's not how it has to work in real life. But another thing is
I'm just reading. If you actually read the rules, to sack something an inch away from your miniature, you've got to have reach 1. So therefore, you do have to be in base-to-base technically, unless you've got to reach 1 weapon.
When you switch on snap to grid, you can move half squares, so you don't land in the centre of each square. So you will always end up with people putting tokens in. Like you could put a token in the middle of 4 squares, so they're not in a square.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, not to worry. That
means
at the moment, as long as I don't leave your reach and its reach, it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity on itself, so it can move to there.
Just switch on hexagons, no snap, and then that's Savage Worlds.
Yeah, I know. I'll do that for next time.
Bugger squares.
Okay, so Rannick, Schnookums, Dondrad and Bert need to make vigor checks. Limited free action means you can only do one of them a turn, doesn't it? It's not like you can do multiple limited free actions. It's one limited free action.
Well,
Yeah.
a limited free action's one.
So what's a limited action? A limited action is an action that takes up an action, but you can only do once. You can't repeat it, isn't it?
Correct.
Good.
You can do something else, but you can't do that again.
Exactly,
You
yeah.
also can't do any other limited actions. You can't do a limited action and a limited free action because you can't do
Yes.
two limited
Yeah.
actions.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. No, because there's a couple of things there's a couple of hindrances in Advanced Player's Guide that turn limited free actions into limited actions. I was thinking, hang on, how does that work?
It get first kind of teased out in supers because you could put like a force field. You could put a force field on and then take it off and then put it back on a one combat round, which is ridiculous, you know. So you've either got to decide if it's on or off, and it's this simple.
Bert, over to you, as I failed to do a burning touch upon Don of the Dread, using up my last Benny, which I drank from the wrong pool. So there we go. Just dumped a Benny because I used the wrong pool Bennies by mistake. See, that's less annoying than actually having it going constantly with the sound effects, I find. That's a miss.
Yeah, oh well.
Nooks.
Schnooks is going to come in and make it distracted. Oops, forgot to target. Nope, that didn't do it either.
Okie dokie. Does he want a Benny? He's still got 3 Bennies.
Yeah, let's go ahead and ban it once. What the heck?
You can use mine or yours, I think. Oh, sorry, you're doing athletics. Sorry, my mistake. I thought you were actually attacking. Still 6 versus 8, so still no good joy, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens now. And it's Rannick going first with the Joker.
Marvellous. So, it's him really hard with my eyes closed. Right, so I'll do it again. No, can't see him on the map. There we go.
And there we go. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, let's just clear the whole combat tracker because I've buggered it up now. Uncleared the wrong thing. You did. He's down.
Rannick. Yeah, but Rannick's still got his eyes mostly closed.
I know.
Yes. Gone.
Right.
We apparently.
Yeah, I clicked the wrong button.
There's Dondrad on his own.
So it's all of a sudden Joseph's going to realize that we left Nelvaruda and she's going to yell, "Where's Delvaheen?"
Who?
You
Delvaheen.
teleported out.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to do, is I was going to realize we left the little madman alone and Delvaheen is missing, and I was going to check on him in the fastest way.
Aye, I know what you mean.
Right, just disappear. That was annoying. Oh, I see. That's
By the way, I am buffed out right now.
yeah, he's gone.
I have got nothing left on me.
Oh, for crying out loud, will you stop? Every time I go pick up a token, it picks up the whole bloody combat tracker and it's winding me up.
worrying me. His armor's disappeared as well.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just trying to. It's just because I need to add them back on and then move them back into the right places, and there we go. Okay. So basically, you'll come running outside, and as you get to there, what you see is the chap's running that way. Second he crosses that threshold there, the 10,000 years he's been trapped in the cage catches up with him, and he instantly just he cries out, "Alas, freedom!" and then collapses in a pile of dust as 10,000 years of decomposition catches up with him instantly.
Well, maybe one of her toys doesn't mean that then, because unless we're adding a pile of dust to the cauldron.
No,
I don't think that's the right toy.
I think
Anyway,
it's probably some of that she had
basically, basically, you didn't explore, but I would have said, strewn about that chamber where the shining children were, strewn about the chamber are a dozen exotic bejeweled toys and devices of decidedly erotic nature that Devavine uses during her debauches.
Granny took one look at what they were and got the hell
The function of some of these devices are salaciously obvious in some cases, apparently. And it would appear that I was a bit prudish and I didn't actually create I didn't create a treasure pile for those.
Oh, you're definitely prudish. You're quite sweet.
As a collection, they're worth bloody hell. As a collection, they're worth 2,400 gold pieces, but not all merchants would publicly admit an interest in purchasing them, as any one of these toys works as a component. I like it. Okay, so the lighting's
really
gone wrong.
Carrying all that in the same bag as everything else. Thank you very much. You know what I mean?
Oh, come on.
One of the toys acts as what, a compulsion spell?
I'll throw one out.
I think a merchant would snap it right up as soon as he was faced with compulsion.
I'm sure Irina just wants to take him home to her girlfriend.
Right.
Well, I don't see a problem with me keeping one of them, right?
HO8 treasure needs fixing.
Well, if we needed one of Delvahane's toys, we need at least one for the rune weapon.
A dozen. I can keep one, yeah?
Yeah, you can have one. I mean, you can have 2 or 3 of them, probably.
Can I have notice checks, please, from Irina and Dondrad, because they're the only people... Really?
What? We're the only people that really?
No, I've just got myself confused now. I'm going to have to check something.
I noticed, although I
They're
don't
the
notice...
only people who are in the right room to make the notice check.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we better search these rooms. I'm really
Hey, no, there really are two. There are two of them in this dungeon. I was very confused.
I know.
So under the southernmost bed, which I'm assuming is the one between Dondrad and you notice there appears to be a rucksack under the bed.
I'll pull that out and open it.
Okay, party sheet time.
Da, 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 da.
My fancy guys are getting very slow for some reason. It's getting quite crowded in there. There we go.
Yeah, all of that stuff's actually in my backpack that was already there. It's just I had to go to work and it didn't get transferred.
Prepare to be overloaded.
Oh, really?
Well, because obviously it's going to just treat you as carrying it, and you're going to then have to go through and put it all in your...
Oh, I see. You mean like that, right? Yeah, no problem. Go on, right, bejeweled dildo.
I think it's a salacious item.
It is, actually.
So what is the unidentified item then?
Is that the backpack? Is that why Kev said there are 2 of these in the same dungeon? And it's a handy habit.
Opening up the backpack. God, I'm definitely having some real lag issues.
It's the other foot.
Opening up the rucksack, you find inside a book, 6 potions, 7 potions, another book, apparently. Oh, no, they won't all be in there. Hang on, let's see what's meant to be there and what's already meant to be with Arena, even though you haven't identified it. So that should be there, that should be there. Okay, so this spell book that you haven't identified, that spell book you haven't identified, and that shouldn't be there. There we go. So, yeah, it's basically a backpack, a book, and 7 potions. 6 of them seem to be the same, but one appears to be different.
Okay, well, let's see what the 6 that are the same are. They are potions of
Greater healing.
healing. Distribute those around the party. I've already got some of those, so other people should get them.
Just take them as you so wish. There's one more potion. The rucksack itself is identifying itself as magic, and the book is magic. Well, basically everything's magical, obviously.
Yeah, so what's the rucksack?
There you go.
It's a handy haversack.
Well, who would like this one then?
Yeah, could I have that one this time? I mean, unless anyone else wants it. I mean,
I hand
I
it
mean,
to Rennick.
we could. I mean, if you want, we could always just put. You could always just put it in an Arena's haversack and a portable hole and leave it at that. And deal with it later.
and then it would explode.
No, it just opens up a tear and everything gets sucked into the astral plane.
Well, it might be a way out of here, I suppose. Put one handy haversack in the other. Maybe that's the way that we get out of this pocket dimension that we're in.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if the info tells you anywhere on how you get out of here.
Well, that could be tricky, couldn't it? Because I bet nobody in here knows how to get out.
Yeah.
I think we got to go back and find those portals.
Well, wait a minute. They didn't do anything unnatural to us, so why can't we just walk out?
We don't know.
No, I'm talking about getting out of the whole place. We came through a portal to get here, didn't we? And it closed up behind us.
Right. Okay. Well, we ask the writing. We'll make a writing desk. Haven't we got some magic paper and a pen? Just ask it to write instructions.
I lost all the. I clicked the wrong button. I wonder if I could get the effects back out of the code. I might have to look later.
I'm sure with the paper writing messages to us. I'm sure somebody's got a magical item that can. You can ask it questions, it'll answer you. And I'm sure I can summon a dead guy to fill in the blanks.
The revelation quill is what you mean.
Yeah, so I ask it, how do we get out of this?
Ah, yeah, that
look
might
out a portal, and it
might
might actually tell you what the answer is.
I have one of those quills, but I'm not in there, so.
Well, we aren't worried about that just yet. We need to make sure we have all of our ingredients and go back to the pool and decide what special weapons we want.
Yes.
Hey. So it could be unplugged. Right. Okay. Yeah. So I could probably. It's probably easier just to. I'll probably just code. Right. I was looking at it. It's probably easier just code it by hand again, isn't it? So this one is off, and that's phobia. There. Oh, there. Phobia, water. Weight -1. Oh, I can't spell today. Be statues. Obviously, that does apply the second you step outside the tent, so I'll leave them on for now. There we go. I think that actually someone's put the pounce back in on Schnook, so thank you for that. I think that's all the standing effects, wasn't it? Okay, yep. I need to. Yes, so I need to go to the party sheet. Where's the party sheet? Okay. Party sheet, party sheet, party sheet. There's the party sheet. There's inventory. I need to go plus.
Who wants the Book of Brains?
The book of what?
The manual that when you read it over a week raises your smarts by a die type.
Who just took the item I was still editing?
Me, I want them.
Okay, you pick up the item.
Sorry.
You pick up the toys. You take 3 wounds, instantly incapacitated, and die. There are you, bleeding out.
You know, if you're spitting that dummy out, it's going to get very dirty.
You took the bloody item. Stop stealing items with I'm editing. Well, for fuck's sake.
Do you want it back?
Well, how do we know where you're editing it? Come on.
Well, it's appeared and it's basically only just appeared, and I said there's a dozen of them, and there's only one of them.
Yeah, it's back. I wasn't looking at it before because I was busy making stuff not carried, so that wasn't encumbered.
Okay, 200. There we go. There we go. And there's 12 of them. There you go.
Thank you. Can I take the sex toys then?
You want all 12, do you?
Well, nobody else seems to want them.
One's kind of a strong word, but yes.
Okay, so there's a manual of attribute increased smarts. There's 2 potions of greater healing and a potion of minor relief left. Who wants them?
Oh, I'll take potions if nobody else wants them. I've got this.
Well, I'd rather other people take the potions just as backup.
I've already got a magic book.
So I mean, let's see.
Week of downtime to read it. Right, I think.
Well, actually, that manual would be quite handy. That'd be quite handy because my spell could increase all my spell ranges, couldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'd save a PowerPoint or 2.
Nobody wants it. It's there because everybody wants it. But yeah, that's fair enough.
Oh no,
Good.
Chelsea don't want it. That reading books and stuff is for wizards, and she just likes playing with magic.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there we go. Just put you back. Here. For speed and ease.
Thank you. Who's not got any potions?
I've got potions, but I'll take one because I'm always feeding them to the animals.
Take both of them. There were 6. I already had 2 before those 6 even appeared. That's it.
Okay, I've got them so that if they're needed, then.
Well, it's better if you have them because you can run faster than I can.
And I can teleport to bring you help.
Aye.
Exactly.
I can go places no gnome has gone before.
So, I do believe. Yeah.
Down to the last one, aren't we?
I do believe. Yeah, you don't get the point of conviction because you didn't achieve it without a fight. So in order to infuse a weapon with power from the pool and transform it into a rune-forged weapon, you must gather the components that themselves have been infused with magic over the past centuries. Not any component will do. These items must be items that they themselves are icons of sin. Each of these items detects a very faint magic of the appropriate school, and when brought within 12 feet of the rune forge, these items glow brightly and seem to buzz with energy.
You tell me the toys that Arena's just picked up are now glowing and buzzing.
Yes, apparently so. Okay.
Oh, righty then.
Yes, tell me about that one. Okay, so.
Welcome to Pathfinder After Dark.
Okay, so I need to go to the appendix.
So we've
Tables.
got
It's not playing.
And okay, so during festival during festival time, base weapons often each room film represent poses. Okay, at the first
Need Pride and Wrath yet.
Okay. Any weapon can be made into a rune form weapon, but the process of creating such a weapon, I'm not sure how you're supposed to know this, but anyway, any weapon can be made into a rune form weapon, but the process of creating such weapons is much more difficult than most magic items. Rune-forged weapons cannot be created by normal means. They must be created by infusing the weapon in the waters of the Rune Forge, a large magical pool at the centre of the arcane library bearing the same name. Before the pool can enhance a weapon, 2 rune forge. I think you had instructions, didn't you? Someone worked it all out. 2 rune forge. Yeah, that guy with the tentacle heart.
Yeah.
Before the pool can enhance a weapon, 2 rune forge components must be immersed in the pool. If the 2 objects share both the same opposition schools, the pool glows golden and wisps of energy arrive out of the pool to caress any weapons within 12 yards.
So we only need 2 out of the 7 for each weapon.
The first weapon to be a nose goes on the second. Once the weapon has been rune forged, hang on. So, if 2 objects both share the same opposition, the pool glows golden and wisps of energy. It doesn't appear to be a case that you can. They have to be of the same opposition school. And the wisps of energy arrive up out of the pool to caress any weapons within 12 yards. The first weapon to be immersed into the pool glows brightly as several Thessalonian runes etch themselves upon the weapon, permanently making it a rune-forged weapon. The rune-forged pool, okay. Once a weapon has been rune-forged, it cannot be rune-forged again. If no weapon is immersed in the pool within a minute, the latent magic reverts back to the components. So, you've got it down that you need the elemental, for greed, you need the elemental arcane water. For sloth, the mixed humours. For envy, the vial of etherium. For lust, the bejeweled I'm supposed to call them bejeweled dominatrix toys. Apparently, there we go. I'll fix that later. For pride, mirrored shard, and for wrath, ashes from the wrathful fires. And gluttony is the wine. Okay, so.
Right, well, that Karzog bloke, if we've got to make weapons to fight against him, what do we need to beat him? I mean, what is he?
Well, I think the point is you could. I think the point is there's seven. You've got seven each. Depending on each of those 7 items has an opposition score, and that decides. You know what I mean? You don't all have to have the same. Is what I think they're trying to say. Anyway,
right, but what Rannick is saying is we know that this guy is associated with one of the schools, so we need to figure out what that school is, and have at least one of us have an opposition weapon.
Yeah.
What was the goldfish and golems then?
Goldfish and golems. That's where there were goldfish that turned into people, and there were golems that were.
No, yeah, that's not what I meant. The Vault of Greed. That's Zargog there, you see. The Vault of Greed.
Right, so that was... well, if the protecting thing there turned people into goldfish, would that suggest that the Vault of Greed is linked to transmutation?
Seems reasonable. And looking at the symbols here, the mirror thing and the lust thing are on the opposite side from it.
Okay, if that's greed, what's number 6?
Good
Envy.
question.
Oh, that's envy, is it? Okay.
Okay, so
Are you sure?
number
No.
6 is the Abjurant Halls of Envy.
So why did we get the waters of the pool of elemental arcana from there?
You didn't.
Are you
That's
saying
what you
that's
just-
the vial of Ithilion?
You
Yeah,
decided
that's the
they
vial
were
of
the
Ithilium.
Yeah, you
So the
decided
vial
they
of
were the.
Ithilion's the one that's impregnated with magical energies. Okay.
I called it what you decided to call it. But yeah.
Okay, I'm just reading off the handout that was printed from the book.
I know.
We still haven't got anything from Wrath because we didn't collect anything, nor have we got anything from Pride. Same.
5 is Sloth, by the way.
5 is Sloth. I thought it might have been because they didn't clean up.
And also, if that's the case, we also haven't got anything from Greed. So we need to go back to those 3 and pick up ingredients.
Presumably that makes that one, the Lich must have been Gluttony.
That was the wine.
Yeah.
Gluttony was the wine.
Yeah.
The Ravenous Crypts of Gluttony, yeah.
So yeah, we need Lust and Pride stuff to oppose Karzog. So we need to go and get mirrors.
We need to go to Wrath for ashes.
Yeah. Well, is it worth us splitting up? I think we killed every bugger in here now, haven't we?
Sure. I'll go get some ashes.
Who wants to go get mirror?
Mm.
All right, I'll go get mirror. I'll go get mirror.
Dum 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 dum.
Yeah, so it's not a linear existence. It's actually because the multi-universe is built on different dimensional planes, and well, it all goes.
Magic-y magic.
A bit, yeah.
Right, well, Rannick will go and collect some mirrors then.
And I'm collecting some ashes. Is somebody else going to get some of the waters of the pool of elemental arcana while we're gone?
Yeah, I can get the shocky water.
Cool.
Okay, I'm very confused now. G. H. Oh, okay. Okay, right, so who's going where?
I'm going to go and pick up some of the mirror shards that we need.
Okay.
I'm going to Wrath for some ashes.
Can we
Okay.
not all go together? Is that a bad plan?
Well, we're kind of in a hurry at this point, aren't we?
Not a matter of that. We've already killed everything. If we find anything, we can run back screaming.
No, we haven't. She teleported away. Where is she?
In fact, actually,
well made, but I've already left.
Did she teleport?
Does remind me. Let's remind me. Where the hell's he gone?
7 o'clock
there he
and
is.
9 o'clock. That helps.
No, it's not that.
Yeah, him. Yeah, I'm a bit kind of worried about him. He's
Okay,
been bugging me for a long time.
so let's see now. 7 o'clock. Right, so who's gone where? I'm very confused again because I was trying to work something else out.
If you imagine the room is a clock, Rannick has gone to 7 o'clock, I've gone to 9 o'clock.
Shouldn't we go in pairs?
So you've gone down
Fine,
number.
fine,
Yeah,
fine,
you've
let's
gone down
turn pairs.
number 2. Okay. Okay. So the halls of Wrath first. We'll do the halls of Wrath first, which is the fire. That's number 2. Sorry. The halls of Wrath. Here we go.
Yeah, I'll head with Rannick, I think.
Okie dokie.
Hey, up, Stunty, keep up.
In that case, actually, I will actually do this shimmering. I'll go clockwise. So I'll start with Dondrad and Rannick first, while everyone else heads their separate ways.
What is done with Arena?
Shimmering Veils. There we go. Map. Okay, in that case...
I mean, you could talk to Jilsa for here, can't you, Rannick? With your thing, that collar magic doodah.
Yeah, if she said I've got to like touch this ear thing and think of her, which, to be honest, I'm not really that keen on. Would you want to have Jelsa in your ear when she's not there? Serious? I mean, she does witter on a bit.
To be perfectly honest, I'm more worried about keeping her out of my beard.
Aye, that glitter gets everywhere, doesn't it?
Oh, well, to be honest, don't tell her because you're not here, but I'm rather sweet on her since she gave me the hairbrush.
I'm sorry, this is me getting myself confused here. It's a nightmare trying to remember where everybody was.
I won't tell her that the airbrush was nice, but I mean, to be honest, I'd probably miss her if she weren't around, but sometimes when she is around, I wish I could miss her.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So basically, Rannick and sorry, I was getting confused there. Rannick, yeah. So basically, you head down to the mirrors. You come back with some mirror shards. Jelsa and because you know where you're going. Jelsa and Arena, because I'm forgetting names, is. I just closed the GM's map by mistake. I do need to put pins to the maps on this map. I've decided I do need to do that because I've got myself. Oh, this is just horrible having 7 dungeons off one bloody dungeon. It's just a nightmare. GM map. I need to leave that one open so I can see what I'm doing. The Halls of Wrath. Okay, so the Halls of Wrath. Yeah, this one I do need to do. Arena and Jelsa in the Halls of Wrath. There you go.
Okay. So what we need to find is some ashes.
Was this where we burnt stuff?
This is where everything was on fire, isn't it? Oh, I see. It's the portals thing. Right.
Irina, this might be the way out. Hey, we could leave them.
We can remember that.
Yeah, when you get a chance, see that effect.
Well, that would be the ultimate prank.
It really would. I mean, it was blue to go and red to come back, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, it goes to K3. So anyway, the easiest thing to do is just do that for both of you. I'm not going to worry too much about the tokens. It's just where you head.
I think it was this way. What do you think?
I wish I could actually use the third-party portals plug-in on this one because it would be so much.
Oh, wait. Irina, I got this revelation. Well, we could ask that which one it is.
Them who? Ask who?
The revelation squirrel. Well, if we ask a question,
Oh,
we'll write the answer.
I see. Have you got that on you?
Yeah, I got it in there, and I go through the habits.
Oh, right, yeah. That's handy.
You got a piece of paper? I don't carry any paper.
Yeah, I've got everything in here. Root through the bag for 5 minutes. There you go.
Okay, and then I'm gonna put the quill to the paper and ask it which one is the right one to go out, because we don't remember after all this time. Because this place is confusing.
I think it's
Okay,
good. But
so bearing in mind that you can only use this quill once per week.
No, it's once
No.
per day for it to, unless I'm talking to another plane.
Ah, sorry, I apologise. You're right, I jumped to the bottom. A red-mesh curse, the curse fashion pigot's tail, if placed in an empty vial or glass container, it's left there for an hour. The quill fills that container with ink. The ink is created of a random colour, 50% time, otherwise it's black. Then, so you problem is you'll have to sit here for an hour waiting for the quill to fill up with ink.
Keep reading. While a revelation quill can function as a standard writing implement, its true strength lies in its ability to answer questions. Once per day, if the user concentrates on a specific future goal, event, or activity occurring within the coming week, the revelation quill takes over and writes out a short response, often in the form of a cryptic rhyme or omen. Once per week, I can do that. Contact another plane.
Basically, it's a free divination spell.
It is. And you want to, what I'm trying to say is you want to use it on whether you go left or right here, or and then not be able to use it for another 24 hours is all I'm asking.
Yes.
Yeah, that is what she's saying.
Okay, well, I could be really clever, but the answers go that way.
Well, I was wrong.
I can't, you know what I mean? I could come up with some flowery answer, but it's basically go that way.
And I actually knew that, but I'm not there.
Okay, the polished granite walls of this large chamber are covered in spidery glyphs. The ceiling rises 25 feet high, where a mural depicts a red-headed woman holding a flaming ranseur standing atop a burning tower of stone. Swords and ranseurs rest inside shallow depressions in the walls, except I think they still do, glowing faintly to illuminate the chamber. The east side of the room is a solid wall of billowing black smoke.
Are there actually any
I
ashes?
think it was
That
on
big
the other
east.
side of the black smoke was the room with all the fiery ceiling.
The east being that way, of course, because obviously it's obvious that way's east, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. East is always north on Tuesdays. Is this fire actual fire?
It's just billowing smoke.
Oh.
Okay, you've gone through, aren't you brave? Okay, a wide avenue flanked by crimson stone pillars runs down the centre of this chamber. The ceiling arches 60 feet above and seems to be made of fire. At the centre of the room, a huge 7-pointed star made of silver is engraved into the floor and surrounded by a circle of low burning flames.
Surrounded by a circle of what, sorry?
Low burning flames. Sorry, there we go.
Oh, thank you. Okay, are there ashes in that circle?
Okay, hang on. The veneering alcoves, ash resulting from objects burnt in the flames.
Or do I just need to burn something here to turn it to ash? Oh, what? Oh.
Got tons of stuff to choose from. Some of those old musty books probably would help.
Yeah, I can find something.
Ooh. Braxis wrote about something in his journal, did he?
Well, this seems like an ironic choice. Oops.
Look that up.
Sorry?
No, I'm just thinking I'm going to look something up.
Okay.
No, it doesn't stop what you're doing.
Well, I'm going to burn that in the fires here and collect the ashes.
Warriors of Wrath spellbook. How are you going to burn them in the fires?
By putting it in the fire?
It's on the ceiling.
Oh, do you mean the ceiling of... Well, that's what I was asking. Are you burning it in the burning ceiling 60 feet above you, or the circle of low burning flames around the 7-pointed star?
The low burning flames.
I would have thought the low burning flames would have been fine.
Well, theoretically, Jelsa could put it anywhere she wants because she's got telekinesis.
It says ashes from anything in the halls of wrath. This is in the halls of wrath. The book came from the halls of wrath originally. So if I burn it here and it becomes ashes, that fulfills what it asked for.
Okie dokie. How flammable the spellbooks? I know that sounds silly, but do you know what I mean? I'm not sure if they're protected or not.
I did get why you were asking.
I'm just going to say it burns. It's a big, hefty book, and big, thick cover. It burns very slowly in the low burning flames, but eventually.
So go ahead and put one up in the ceiling as well.
Thank you very much.
While you're waiting for that one to burn another one so that you've got ashes from both, just in case.
Okay. In that case, I need to shape change myself into something that's big enough to reach the ceiling.
Jelsa could reach the ceiling anyway, can she not?
She's not fireproof.
She's a gnome. She does weird things.
I just turn myself into something big and fireproof.
One of the things I can do. Let me go in here into my main page.
She's got telekinesis as a cantrip.
And I've got the arcane trickster, so I think with one of them
Thank you, Wintermead. I hope you're glad you're enjoying it. Sorry?
Oh.
One of the other things you could do is what? Sorry? I was talking. I didn't hear.
At 10 yards or less, I can manipulate an object under 5.
Okay, 10 yards is 60 feet, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. So you basically you fling some, use it for 10 yards. Yes, you fling something up into the ceiling. It instantly incinerates and falls, and the ash falls back down towards the ground. I'll assume you collect the ash.
Yeah, I've got an empty pouch you can use.
Yep. So you collect the ash from the thing you flung up to the ceiling.
Yeah, you can have another one of those books. I'm just going to find it to take it off my sheet. I've got so many copies of that same book.
Okay, the one the spell book you're burning in the low burning flames is still burning. It's still burning. It's burning now, but obviously it's thick and it's not like throwing it up at the ceiling. Yeah.
Okay, like I said, you got any marshmallow?
After waiting about 10 minutes or so, the spell book you didn't burn in the ceiling sort of is a pile of large clumpy bits of paper and soot and ash.
Okay, fine. I'll keep that separate. I think it might not be as good as the stuff Jelsa's got. Okay, well, we've got what we needed.
Do you wish to do anything before you leave? That doesn't require dice rolls, but does take an action.
A notice.
Okay.
No. I said doesn't require a dice roll, but there's certain things that both your characters can do as an action, can't you?
Oh,
because
magic! Yeah, magic sight. Look at the ashes.
Okay, the ashes from the ceiling are magical. The ashes from the low burning flames are not.
Ah, well, that stuff's rubbish. I won't bother taking that. Then I'll leave that and just take the good stuff. Alrighty.
So you're leaving the hall with one burnt book.
Do you think we should take more than that? I mean, presumably we don't have to use all of the ashes in a portion.
Someone wasn't listening that they need 2 items. They need 2 lots of ashes.
Maybe burn some more to be sure.
Oh, you mean I can just sit here and throw books at the ceiling and burn them up? Yay!
Yeah, why not? Here. Let's make it half a dozen, eh?
Okay, so basically you burn 6 books to ash if you've got enough spell books to burn to ash.
I had 10 to start with, so yeah, not a problem.
That's absolutely fine. Okay. Now, something I wanted to look up very, very quickly before you leave. Because apparently...
I'm just going to alter the number of them. 2. Well, I'll have 3 left because I wasted 1, used 6. So there's 3 remaining.
Here we go. Not sure. Yeah. Oh well, not to worry. Okay, I should teleport you both back to. Well, back. When I say teleport you, after a while you both get back. Who there we go. Where's Jelsa gone? There's Jelsa. There you go. So you have ashes. Congratulations.
Yeah, so on the combat check, take off the light power off me and see if I'll see if I can switch it on. Right. Ta-da!
Why has he got a light token on him?
Because he's just turned it on.
No.
Because the great sword was pulled off the wall.
That's not what I asked. I know that's maybe what you heard, but that isn't what I asked.
What? How did I do it?
No, I'm trying to work out why this NPC's got a ball of light around him.
Does he? Has he not got vision?
Well, if he had vision, he should be changing the colour of the map. He shouldn't have a ball of light around him.
Yeah,
I can't
can do that too with my spear.
Anyway, not to worry.
Yeah.
So, you have some items. I'm just trying to work out how you work out how to get out of here.
Jelsa might be right. It might be through the Halls of Wrath.
Well, I was going to say you asked the writing pen, but you've used the writing pen. But
Well, when we came through, there were portals on both sides. The ones led us to the Halls of Wrath. Maybe the others lead us out.
I mean, well, plan B is to summon a dead guy and ask them.
We've got plenty of time. We've got weapons to make and wishes to cast.
What I could do with a snooze.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I want to read this book.
Well, shall we have a rest then?
Yeah,
It takes him a week to read that book.
That's a heck of a rest.
Isn't this place unnatural, though? Isn't that a bit spooky? Well, apart from all the statues.
Yeah.
You think you've been here a couple of days and you're not hungry and you're not tired?
In all honesty, if we're going to read some manuals of a tribute increase, probably in here is a good place to do it.
What, with all the statues watching it, and it's on next to a big fountain of water? Come on, get real, get a grip.
You can
You can go down a corridor. Go and sit on a bed in Lust.
I'm not sure I want to do
that. Right. I think I'm going to leave it there because I'm very... Oh, it's VRX. That's why I couldn't find it. Here we go. Sure how you work out how to get out of here, but anyway, I'm going to have to go and reread the adventure. So I'm going to call it a day now. I think we have to go read the entire adventure to see if I've missed something or you've missed something, and work out how. I mean, I know how you get out, but I'm not sure how you're supposed to know how you get out. If that makes sense. I know how to get out because at the location you can use to get out, it says, if you do this, you can get out. But I don't know how you know that. So I'm going to call it a day there. I hope you've got... Next week we'll make your rune-forged weapons and hopefully you'll work out how to get out of here. And once you get out of here, I think that's the end of book 5. I think we're that close to the end of it. I think... I
want to encounter these greed, flesh and stink sloths.
Right, we should. Thanks, Loaves, yes. So we should leave it there today. Thank you very much, one and all. There's a chance I might have a game on Saturday, but I don't know yet, and I've no idea what we're going to do. And it might be very short notice, but if I know what's happening, I'll let you guys know once I do. Great. Otherwise, it's Deadlands on Sunday, as per usual, and back to this on Tuesday. So thanks very much, one and all. Spend your PowerPoints if you've got them.
I don't have any PowerPoints.
Well, hope you enjoyed that. Got a bit interesting at the end. But next week, they'll be forging magic items and we get even more complicated stuff as they have to program in everything. But we'll see what happens. As I say, there might be a one-shot on Saturday. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet and if it's going to happen. It might just finish off being the end of the Tomb of Horrors. We shall see. And then Deadlands on Sunday. But thank you very much again. See you all soon. Bye now.